Hi everyone and welcome to your open book of January 23rd, 2025 with Stephanie.
And Catherine.
Hello, miss.
How are you doing?
I'm cold.
Yeah, it's not nice outside.
It's not cool.
But I will say, like I did to my girlfriend, I love that it's cold because we have the sun,
Yeah.
but it's very deceptive.
Yes.
Because you see that beautiful sun, you're like, oh, it must be nice and warm, and you step
Absolutely
outside,
not.
you're like,
You open the door and you let your dog out, and then my big bear doesn't even like this cold. So
No way.
no, he does his business and comes
That's
right
it?
back in. And he's a big dog too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
yeah, no, having the kids home for a couple of days this week.
Yes.
The second night that they were home, we took them out and said, that's it, after supper, we're going for a walk. So dress properly, put on your snow pants and the cashcoos and the scarves. And
Yeah.
we went out and we made half of the walk that we would normally do as a family. And coming back, even like Eric and I both had our combins and
Long
pants
john.
and whatever. Yeah, long john, sorry.
Combin.
I know, the English girl's losing her French. We got halfway through, and because we leave the house, do one end of LD, and then we pass the house again and do the other. When we got to the house, I said, that's it. I said, it's too cold out here.
That's it, folks.
That was it. So, but yeah, I finished my 60K run.
Oh, you did.
I did.
Good for you.
Thank you. I
Wow.
finished it on the weekend. So I want to say about 40 of the 60 kilometers were done outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, good
So
for
I'm
you.
pretty impressed.
I haven't walked at all.
You didn't walk this week?
No.
No.
I can't.
It's too cold.
Too cold.
It's too cold.
My walking buddy though, she's still walking.
Oh, yeah.
She's freaking motivated.
That is good.
Yeah, and I saw her yesterday afternoon, and she was about to go for a walk with her dog, and I messaged her and I said, right now, La, you have all my admiration for
yes.
wanting to walk and going for a walk, because no, if it's too cold, I can't.
No, that's it. There's a certain limit for me. It's if it's below -15, I'm not going out, and
Yeah.
forget it. All that extra layering is not, it's a catch-22 because you're well bundled up, but then you're walking at a certain pace, and I don't know if you're like me, but when I hit a certain pace, I start to sweat. And then
Yeah.
if I slow down, because it's like,
You get cold.
I don't want to sweat in all these layers. That's it. I get cold. So,
Right.
it's at a certain point I stay inside.
Good old Canadian walks.
Love it. I actually prefer walking in the winter than I do in the summer, but
Me, I just can't wait to go for nice walks and watch the sunrise. Spring mornings.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
So-
spring when you just need a light coat or whatever, those are nice.
Yes.
Before the bugs.
All right. So I'm a little.
Yeah, she's a little today.
I'm
so
a little today, but hey, guess who hosted the French news with me?
who hosted with you today?
My daughter Heidi.
That's
Because
exciting.
she was not in school, and I offered both of my girls.
Nice.
You want to co-host with me today? Heidi was like, "Yup."
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
Ariel was like, "No, ma, I want to go to school." The school was open, but the buses weren't running.
Yeah.
So I brought her to school. Heidi chose to stay with me. So
Oh, nice. Well,
my little-
congratulations, Heidi.
yeah,
That's exciting.
I know. It's a very proud moment
Super
for me.
fun.
First news shows with my daughter.
That's
so.
exciting.
Yeah, and she was
Nice.
good. We didn't
Yeah.
rehearse before either, and now she did that like a champion.
Ah, well, I will make sure to watch it.
Yes, thank you, Catherine. So, shall we start with the news?
We should.
Okay. So the first topic is TVCTK memories, and this week was a picture of the Legion.
I was so surprised. I showed it to Eric when I
Yes.
saw it on Facebook. And he's like, where is that? I'm like, that was the Legion. He's like, oh, I don't even remember that.
Really?
Really,
Wow.
he doesn't remember it looking like that. So,
Well, it looks pretty different from now.
absolutely.
Yes, with all the wood, and it was beautiful
Yeah.
back then. It's still beautiful, but modern beautiful.
Yes, it's a modern beautiful. So the comments we had from Lisa, she says, big change to the place we have now. Please continue to support your Legion. Myself, I said, wow, it looks so different. Emile Grenier says, wow, looks different. And then he has the respect sticker. Helen Satura says, looking good. And Robert Fortain says, so many stories.
Absolutely. And I'm going to tell you something. And I'm gonna tell you something too. The Legion gave me permission to take their old pictures album
Oh, wow.
from the veterans, the war, from back in the 40s, 50s.
Okay.
I'm all converting that into digital.
Oh, nice. So we won't ever lose those memories.
Never.
That's amazing.
Never.
So-
And of course, I'm gonna display them as TVCTK memories. So
for
as
sure.
you've seen, the Legion, that was
That's exciting.
picture one, let's
Yeah.
say. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know if you know, but I'm actually the treasurer of the Legion.
Yes, I knew.
We keep that not a guarded secret because my name is up on the
It
plaque.
is there.
But yeah, no.
Too bad you don't play darts.
Well, you know, someone will have to teach me. I don't know how
You're
to
gonna
play
get
darts.
it like that, girl.
So I have very poor eye-hand coordination, actually.
It will develop. I was
Yeah.
very not good at the beginning, and you develop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
You need to play darts.
Yeah. No. I've been on and off the treasurer of the Legion pretty well the whole time I've lived here.
Well, there.
Yeah.
Me, Angie, and Lisa will teach you.
Sounds good.
'Kay.
Well, the TVC
TK dart
gals,
actions.
dart night.
Yes. So because I'm a little Catherine, I will let you do the first topic. It's a
Sounds
big
good.
topic.
It is a big topic, and it's one very close to many people's hearts.
Yes.
It's about Luc Joly de Rocher and how 14 years, 14 years old,
14 years. is
14
a-
years have passed.
Yes.
And it's a lifetime of unanswered questions. So on March 5th, this will mark the 14 years since the disappearance of Luc Joly de Rocher, a bright, friendly, handsome young man from right here in Temiskaming, Quebec. He was a young man with a smile that could light up a room, and he vanished without a trace. That fateful night of March 4th, 2011, Luc, at 20 years old, went out with his friends in North Bay, Ontario, and never returned. It is abundantly clear that Luc was the victim of foul play. The house he was staying in a basement apartment with his friends, a house that held more secrets than anyone should ever have to bear, became the last place he was seen. The ground floor apartment at 683 Sherbrooke Street, where it is clear Luc eventually wound up, was a place full of drugs, deception, and danger. We know this. We know it was a trap house. But who was there that night? They don't speak. They remain silent, even through the years, though the years have passed, even though the guilt must weigh heavily on their hearts. We need your help. If you know someone who was there, if your loved one was part of that night, please help them. Reach out to them gently. Maybe they will listen to you. Maybe they'll find the courage to finally speak out, to help put together the few remaining pieces to piece together exactly what happened. Luc's family desperately needs answers, and they shouldn't have to bear this pain alone. The administrators of the missing Luc Joly de Rocher group, I assume that's on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay, on Facebook, have spoken to many people who were at a party in the downstairs apartment of this house that night, the night that Luc disappeared. The people who were there are keeping quiet. They know something. They've shared their stories, whispered their truths, but when it comes to coming forward, they still refuse. There were a lot of people coming and going. Many of these people weren't involved, they're just witnesses. A young man likely lost his life, and how can these people not want to do the right thing and help Luc's family find a small sense of peace? These people also have families and friends who are not addicts and who love them. We need your help. If you think your loved one was there that night, contact us and we can let you know if you can help us by talking to them gently, if that is an option. Luc's family deserves to know what happened. His loved ones have waited, prayed, and held out hope for years, but with each passing year without answers, that hope begins to fade. We cannot allow this to continue. Please, we ask the public to never stop searching for Luc and searching for answers. We continue to keep Luc's family in our thoughts and prayers. We are begging you, please, if you know something, if you saw something, please come forward. No matter how small, it could be one thing that brings us closer to finding Luc. A young man's life was taken, and his family deserves peace. Luc, wherever you are, we continue to search. We will never stop searching for you, and we will never stop searching for justice. We ask the public to never stop searching. Luc's family is in our hearts, thoughts, and prayers.
Yes, TVCTK has tried its best to support and spread the word and raise awareness about Luc and what happened. So
And we'll continue to do so.
Yes. All right, we've got news from the Dottori Hall. This Saturday, January 25th at 9 p.m., go see Delix Rodeo. The admission is free for the players of the 2025 hockey tournament. If you're not a player, tickets are available at the door for $15, so don't miss it.
Oh, sounds like fun. We have some news from the Golden Age Club. They are hosting a Valentine's Day dinner.
You have something planned for Valentine's Day?
I'm going to be in Tulum.
Oh. Wow.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to be in Tulum.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'm dying of jealousy right
yeah.
now.
So
Oh,
I'll be celebrating on a beach. So I'm sorry to rub that into everyone who's, going to be up here in the cold.
I picture like little, those towels of birds they make.
The little towel. I'm sure it'll be a heart on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, hard with petals and
Oh yeah, so
good cocktails.
I am curious to see what they do at the resort for Valentine's Day, but we actually have a Neora party that night.
Okay.
And if I'm not mistaken, it's the costume party that the team had. Like we're all dressing up as different stuff. So
so fun.
There's a theme this year, so we're actually putting a Canadian twist on it. So because it's Shell-abration, so they're saying people dress up as mermaids or captains and whatever.
Yeah.
We're dressing up as ice fisher people.
Oh my God.
So we all got matching shirts with ice fishing on it, and one of our team members has used her cricket and put Canadian ice fishers. So we're all gonna have like toques and stuff for the picture. So that's kind of I think what we're doing for Valentine's Day. But
that's so fun.
It'll be fun. So, but I do have a couple little things up my sleeve that I'm hoping to slip in my suitcase for Eric.
Like a little box of chocolate or something like that.
There's a card and
Okay.
yeah, other stuff that we're not going to say on TV.
Yeah, no.
But for those of you who are not going to be in Tulum with me, there is a Valentine's Day dinner.
Okay.
On February 15th at 6 p.m. is going to be the Valentine's Day dinner at the Golden Age Club. The menu is hors d'oeuvres, chicken cordon bleu, which is one of my favorites, mashed potatoes, broccoli with a cheese sauce, and then there will be karaoke with Kenny Morris as entertainment. Tickets are $30 for members, $35 for non-members, and the deadline to purchase your ticket is February 10th. For your tickets, you can contact Christine Chenier at 819-627-9713 or Janine Odette at 819-627-3416.
Thank you. Next subject is Antonia. So are you ready to improve your social life?
I sure am.
Our game nights are launching soon. So there will be a range of games and activities for all tastes. Popcorn, food, and drinks available for purchase.
Nice.
No entry fee. Just bring yourself and your best game. A judgment-free zone to be yourself. Don't miss out on the fun. Come compete and create unforgettable memories. More information coming soon.
That sounds like fun.
Yes.
A couple of years ago, I want to say, towards the end of COVID, when things were starting to relax and whatever, Eric, myself, and another couple that we were friends with, we went to Ottawa and actually found a bar that had an entire wall of games. It was actually a game bar, but it was a board game bar. It wasn't like sports games.
Okay.
It was a board, like literally
Yeah.
the entire one wall was different board games.
Wow.
And they had game specialists. So if you didn't know how to play the game, you just had to catch one of these game specialists and they would come and explain it to you. Oh, it was so fun. We ended up playing 4 or 5 different games
That's
that
fun.
we had never played before. It was super fun. So I'm actually really excited about this. We love board games in the house, and so I can't wait to see what it's all about. So
Okay, and the next subject, I'll let you do the other one, Catherine, because it's long.
It's another long one.
Yes.
Yep.
So the next subject is the APHTK, the fundraising for activities for the Témiscamingue Kippewa Handicapped Association.
Yep.
So it's 50 tickets for sale. The draw will be February 13th. And it's $5 per ticket or 3 tickets for $10.
Okay.
And the APHTK accepts bank transfer at aphtk.temkip@yahoo.ca.
Oh, great. So we have a message from the Center for Suicide Prevention in Témiscamingue. It's a checklist and basic principles in helping relationships.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's that time of year. Mm-hmm. So, people around you who are experiencing do you have people around you who are experiencing difficulties or distress coming to confide in you? It's normal not to know what to do if someone comes to you. So, here's a little checklist that can help you. Basic principles is be welcoming and warm to them, asking them what's going on, what can I do to help with you. Sit down and let's take the time to talk about it. Listening and support. When we have a personal problem, just feeling listened to and not judged makes us feel less alone. I know that's true of me. Mm-hmm. You know,
me too.
A lot of times if something's bothering me, just having Eric's, like 99% of the person I unload to, and just talking about it sometimes brings the resolution, So show interest in what the person is saying and experiencing. Use a reassuring tone of voice. Recognize that it can be difficult for that person to talk about their problems. Avoid moralizing or giving ready-made solutions. Normalize their emotions. If they're crying, tell them it's okay. They're angry, they're sad. Tell them that it's normal, it's okay. And that expressing these emotions does the person good and helps them relieve the emotion. Remind them that the situation is temporary. You can break the person's isolation by identifying with them one or more significant people who could also help them. So, ask them, do they have another friend? Do they have a parent, a colleague, someone who could help them with the situation as well? Remember that the person who asks you for help is solely responsible for their choices and has the potential to find solutions to their own problems. You have your own limits regarding the problems presented to you.
Mm-hmm. Because, if you're gonna... I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. I know it's gross, but...
No, that's fine.
It's okay to help people, but you have to know your limits too.
You have to set your own boundaries?
Yes, because me personally, I'm trying to be a good friend and listen to my friend but then if I listen for 5 hours straight, it's going to drain me. And then I will become sad.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I've actually been working with a friend of mine, and she has given me some tips and tricks on how not to absorb people's energy.
Yeah.
So those of you who don't know me very well, I react very strongly to other people's energy. Like as cruel as this may sound, I tend to avoid funerals, just because everyone else's emotions deeply affect me. And there was one I went to recently, within the last 2 years, that actually put me in bed for a couple of days. The emotion behind it was so intense, I couldn't function. So after that, I started working with my friend to find a way to block myself from absorbing that energy. But it's hard to block all of it.
Yes.
And especially when it's, like your best friend comes knocking on your door in tears. It's hard not to pull some of that energy into yourself. So,
yes.
Just remember that it's their feelings, it's their responsibility, and
it belongs to them.
It belongs to them.
Yeah.
Ultimately, the decision belongs to them. So ways you can set that boundary or that limit is to limit your feelings. You could be uncomfortable with thoughts of suicide, violence, etc., and that is okay.
Or if you're the person, you know, talking to you has suicidal ideas, or it's okay to be comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time limits. You can say to them, I have an hour to devote to you. Afterwards, I have an appointment or I have other responsibilities that I have to take care of.
Yes.
And you can limit in your skill and knowledge. Be honest with them and say, I don't have experience with this. I've never dealt with this. Or I'm not comfortable guiding you with this.
Yeah.
As opposed to saying, you know, everything will work out. I will help you. If you don't have the skills or knowledge to do it, be honest with that person. That way they can still feel supported by you, but know that they have to seek further help.
Yes, and you can guide them to get the proper person, you know,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
person qualified for.
Yeah. The best thing for you to do is to listen to them, support them, reassure the person who is asking for your help that you are there to help them. You can accompany them to community resource appointments or walk-ins. You can help them find those resources as well. Show them that you are willing to see them again if necessary. Wait for the right time, the right place to open up about delicate subjects. Yeah, that's key as well. Don't bombard someone in the IG and say, oh, you know, how are you feeling after our chat last night?
Yeah,
That's not the place to talk about it. But
Exactly.
yeah. So yeah.
So thank you, Catherine.
Yeah.
This is very important, I think.
It's very important, and you know, I am very fortunate. I have a group of friends who I can talk to, and yes, Eric is the primary person I talk to, but I know I have others I can talk to, and I'm grateful for that. And I have a group of friends where they know they can come to me as well, which is helpful as well.
Yeah,
So
that's good.
So bottom line is, if you are struggling with someone, go talk to someone. Even if you don't think they can help you, sometimes just talking to that person is helpful, and they might be able to have a contact or a resource that you hadn't thought of that could help you.
Yep, that's right. Woof, got heavy subjects.
That's a heavy subject.
Yes, 2 heavy subjects today.
So let's move on to something a little lighter.
Yes, the happy birthdays.
Yes.
So on January 23rd, I had no one in my Facebook.
I totally forgot to check mine. I'm
It's
so
okay.
sorry.
It's okay. But I want to say that it would have been my older sister's 50th birthday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So, happy birthday in heaven.
Yes, indeed. On the 24th, we have Francine Desrochers, T. Kelsey, and Eric Labras.
On January 25th, happy birthday to Angie Roux.
Yay, Angie!
Happy birthday.
On January 26th, we have Diane Labelle, Francine Dunn or Gino Lafreniere, and Robert Fortin.
On January 27th, happy birthday to Jessica Drolet.
There's no one on the 28th, but if we missed you, happy birthday. And the 29th, we have Lenora Hunter.
So happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday
Hope you
to
have
everyone.
a good day.
Yeah, and if you have a birthday and we missed you, we're so sorry. Happy birthday. And
Sorry.
don't forget, you can always submit these kinds of things to us at tvctk.com, and we will announce birthdays.
We'll be happy to do it.
Absolutely.
So, we are at the question of the week.
Oof.
And I mean,
This one could have been real controversial.
yes, I read everyone though. You know, but I had to select some of the responses that we're going to say today because
Some of them may not have been
yeah,
television appropriate. shall we say?
exactly. So, I will let you this.
Okay.
So, the question of the week last week
Yes.
was how much do you spend on groceries per week?
You, Stephanie, how much do you spend?
Well, I wrote 200 to 250 per week, but that's not accurate because I'm always back at IGA anyway. So approximately 300.
Yeah.
If you count the dog food, the guinea pig food, and
that's it, eh?
the laundry detergent, not just food,
Yeah.
but yeah. I had to cross a few.
Yeah, no, and that's
comments.
good. I was just trying to find mine because, ours is very dependent.
Yeah.
We do, as much as I love to support local, and we do support the IGA.
Yeah, same.
We tend to do one really big shop in North Bay a month, which is 300 plus easily. If we don't take the kids, it's within budget. If we take the kids,
It's budget busted right there.
right there.
They want
And,
everything, all the things.
Like take for example, on Friday after we did my tattoo, we went from South River down to Aurelian, went to Costco. Well, we had a list and we were very good. We only bought 3 additional things
That was not on the list.
They were not on the list, but they had like the in-store discount. So, So yes, we broke our list, but we didn't pay full price. So I don't feel so bad, but it was still a $350 order at Costco itself, on top of what we spend on the groceries. So it's definitely one of those expenses that is going up and up and up.
Yep.
And as the kids get older, they eat more.
Yeah.
Like Amelia, there are some days Amelia will eat double what I do. Malcolm as well, he'll eat as much or more than I do. So, it's definitely one of those budget expenses that we have overinflated.
Yes.
So
It's, I hate doing groceries now.
I do too. And I'll be honest, I've been in IGA twice this week already.
No.
You
Me
know?
too. Maybe more, maybe less, but
Twice for sure since we've recorded, and the week is not over yet. So there's a good chance I'll be back in there again. Picking up little whatever.
I mean, the gas is expensive to bring the food here, and then they jack the. Anyway, we're not gonna go.
No, we're not gonna go there. But
I'm not here for that.
We do have a lot of comments, and
but it's nice to see everyone's
participation.
Yes.
Yeah, and to the people that we don't respond, we do appreciate your comments.
Absolutely. I just need to filter the comments according to the question and the answers,
Yeah.
I read your full comments and thank you for being honest too.
Yeah, exactly.
It's okay to say what you think. So, Michelle Collins Brunette says she spends about $200 per week and she makes a menu for the week. I do too because I bought an app because of you.
Did you buy the Cozy app?
Yes, I did.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, the premium gold.
You went for it.
And Dan
She went
has
right
it in
away.
his phone and Heidi has it in her tablet.
Nice.
So everyone's updated.
We all
because
have our calendars.
We do, and it's wonderful.
Yeah, it's a great app. Did you see there is a recipe section in there?
Yeah, I have recipes in there, and everything's. I'm all
it's
organizing
great.
it. It's great. So Michelle, she says she makes a menu for the week and only buy what's on the list. When things go on sale, she buys in bulk. She uses a food saver and a vacuum seal, us too.
Us too.
And she sealed the meat. And then when she makes supper, she makes more to have lunch the next day. Same here.
Yeah.
My kids and Dan and I, we eat leftovers for lunch.
Yeah, us too.
Yeah.
And another thing that we do is we actually buy a lot of our meat we buy, I don't like saying bulk, but we actually buy a side of beef, so that's half a cow.
Yeah.
We buy that, I want to say once every 17 or 18 months.
Okay.
And we buy a full lamb once a year.
Okay.
Yeah, so that definitely helps.
We are hunters and fishers,
Yes.
so we have lots of fish at home, and partridge and moose,
Nice.
deer.
Yeah.
I don't buy red meat.
No.
No, I'll buy chicken if I'm. Well, I have partridge, but
Yeah.
if I want chicken, I'll buy it. But with my $200 to $300 budget weekly, I don't buy meat.
Yeah. Imagine if you're
That's
buying
not meat.
Yeah. And mine wasn't either.
Okay.
Because
you didn't count the meat.
No, because we buy it once every 18 months
Yeah,
for
because
beef.
yes.
And
Thank God for that.
Same with the lamb. Like we buy a full lamb once a year.
Okay.
I'm on the list for the same month with the same farmer, and
Okay.
yep, she contacts me every couple of months before and says, you're on the list. Are you still good?
Okay.
So, but yeah, that doesn't include. We will buy
Meat.
chicken and pork if it's on sale,
Us too.
and that's when we use the food saver, because I do not like paying full price for meat. I will change my menu if I don't have the meat I need in the
Yep.
freezer.
So we have Patrick Foster who says between 350 to 400 a week, and that's going to Nordbay.
Yeah.
Bertrand Gelina, he's alone. He doesn't have a children or a spouse. It's 130 a week.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
wow, for an adult man. Julie Liard said between 400 and 500 a week.
Okay.
But I mean, I believe they have 3 or 4 children that they take care of.
Okay.
And my last comment on this page is Bobby Knuff, and on average over the course of the year, probably about $80 to $100 a week.
Wow. So Carolyn Morin, she says $350 to $450 for all of their groceries. She says this includes dry snacks, veggies, fruits, pastas, a little bit of frozen meal stuff, and a couple of pieces of meat if they're on sale. And we have David McLaren saying, we are trying to keep our shopping local. We like to see our people working there.
Yeah, we have Marianne Campagna Gagné. That's a family of 6, 4 children.
Yeah.
She says before COVID, $250 per week
Yeah.
for a family of 6. After COVID, between $400 and $500 a week for the same basket.
I believe it.
Oh,
It's terrible.
terrible.
Yeah. My budget used to be $750 to $800
A month.
a month for us as a family. And I will admit, we buy a lot of the prepackaged stuff for lunches, especially our schools in Ontario. I don't know how they are in Temiskaming, but our elementary schools in Ontario are very restrictive. Like, it's getting to the point they don't even like us sending homemade baked goods. They want everything prepackaged with the peanut-free symbol, especially the school Malcolm's in.
Okay.
They have a lot of significant allergies. For example, we're allowed to send a hard-boiled egg, but we are not allowed to send a fried egg. Believe it or not, it's actually the way the white cooks when you fry it versus you hard-boil it is different.
Oh, yeah.
And the child in Malcolm's class is allergic to fried eggs.
Wow.
But we can send hard-boiled eggs, they're fine.
I think it depends. Like last year, Heidi, or last year, we were not allowed to put anything peanut butter in Heidi's school lunch.
Yeah.
Because there was a severe peanut butter allergy in her class. But that person's not in her class this year, so she's okay
Oh, wow.
this year to have
Okay.
anything peanut.
Wow, all Ontario elementary schools are peanut-free.
Oh, yeah.
It's across the board.
Okay.
The secondary schools, like Amelia is allowed to bring peanut butter.
Yeah.
She doesn't because one of her best friend is allergic to nuts. So she doesn't out of respect for her friend, but she is allowed. But the elementary schools and then the specific schools send home other allergies when they have kids in the school or in the classroom with the severe allergies. Like we've got one allergic to the egg, like I said. We've got a seafood allergy, and there's another allergy. So we're almost at the point in Malcolm's elementary school where we have to send prepackaged everything with the exception of like sandwiches. Like if I send him a Wow Butter sandwich, I have to put a note in the lunchbox saying this is Wow Butter. Otherwise they will take his lunch, they'll replace it, they don't let him starve, but they'll take his lunch and they'll throw it out.
Oh, my God.
If we don't label it. So you know, that doesn't help the grocery budget either. So,
No.
you know, like it's a lot cheaper to bake off a batch of
Absolutely.
homemade muffins and send them, but it's getting to the point where they don't like us doing that. I actually had my homemade yogurt questioned this week by the school. So, not this week, last week.
it's so difficult now, like the
Yeah.
cost of food and the food allergies
That's
and what
it.
they're allowed to eat and not to eat. It's like, oh my God. But then I try to be super empathetic
Yeah.
and tell myself, what if it was my kid?
And that's
Would I appreciate everyone, being so cautious,
of it.
around? Yes, I would.
Yeah. So, and I'm the same because, I have a wheat allergy.
A what?
Wheat.
Wheat.
Yes, it's not a gluten allergy. I'm allergic to wheat itself.
Okay.
So, cross-contamination with wheat is super easy to do,
Okay.
but I'm not anaphylactic, which is great. It starts off with...
We have EpiPens here.
Yes, I saw that today, actually. But, it's, that contributes to budget as well because gluten-free...
It's more expensive.
That's it. And I have to do gluten-free because it's by default wheat-free.
Okay.
But yeah, it contributes to our budget as well. And I don't know how to say it, but I feel for the families who have multiple allergies in their household. Like ours, it's very easy for me to say, well, you guys can have a sandwich. I'll take the same stuff and make a salad. It's a very easy compromise in my house, but not all families are that lucky.
No.
So we have comment from Francine Patry. She says too much.
Too much. Yeah.
Carol Lambert said 25,000 per year.
Woo! Well,
I almost hope there's an extra zero in there, but I don't think so.
I don't think so because if you divide 25,000 divided by 12.
That's about $2,000 a year, $2,000 a month on groceries.
So she has 3 boys that play hockey.
Oh, well, there you go. I believe you're 2,000 a month.
2 teenagers and a preteen. They all play hockey and
that's a very large grocery budget. I feel my heart goes out to you. Isabel Picard says 350 to 400 per week for family of 5. But it also includes diapers.
Doesn't include the diapers for the baby.
It doesn't include the diapers. Excuse me.
Yes.
That's a lot. Guylaine Latourneau says 300 or more. Teresa Presso is 250, sometimes more per week, and that includes healthy treats for her dog. It's just her and her husband at home, but she buys her Bounty, her Bounce, her toiletries from Amazon, so that is an additional cost. Murphy's Murphy is 350 plus, and I'm always running out of something. So we're the same.
We're the same.
We do our big one in North Bay, and then we fill in at IGA at least twice a week, if not more. Yeah.
Us too, my dear.
And if it's on sale at IGA, we always...
We run. Start the car.
That's it. Start the car because it's on sale. Go get it.
Yeah.
So...
That was a good question of the week.
It really was. And like I said, when it started, it's a controversial question.
It was. I didn't expect that.
No.
I'm serious. I didn't.
You didn't expect it to be that controversial.
I didn't think it was gonna. People were gonna open up like that.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Yeah, and we thank you for your participation.
Yes, thank you so much. I really, we really like,
I love having pages and pages of comments.
Me too.
It's great.
Shows that people are
paying attention. We like that.
I haven't found my next question yet. We'll see.
We can brainstorm after.
We will brainstorm. So the thought of the week.
Yes.
So this one was sent by Lisa.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yes. So start your day by silently saying thank you for the gift of a new morning, for the breath you take, and for the chance to grow and improve. Let this simple act of gratitude set the tone for the day, filled with positivity, hope, and appreciation for the blessings of life.
Oh, I like that. I don't exactly do that, but I do, when my alarm goes off, I shut it off and I do lay in bed for a couple of minutes and just take that minute to center myself for the coming day. Before I even open my phone and see what's on tap for the day and whatever, I take a couple of minutes and kind of say to myself, today is a day that gives you another chance to be your best self.
Yeah.
And that's how I start my day. So
Yeah. I'm too groggy in the morning, I guess. I'm just, I love to sleep.
yeah.
Yeah, I like sleeping. And it's so cold in my bedroom, and I'm all like
Yeah.
in my doo-doos,
I
and I'm
know.
like, oh, I'm so comfy, you know? So getting
Yeah.
out of bed is like, woof,
Yeah.
cold. But
Yeah.
I've always been that way.
Always.
I can't sleep if it's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We it's counterintuitive, but in our house we have a wood furnace.
Okay.
So you know we have the air ducts like a normal house with a furnace wood, and you would think with heat rising that our bedrooms would be the warmest part of the house, but they're actually not.
Okay.
We did not tear apart the entire house to investigate the ductwork
Okay.
into the second floor, so I kind of suspect that we have some ducts that are blocked off through whatever reason. But yeah, our second floor of the house is cooler than the main floor, so it's very comfortable to sleep. You know, not in July, obviously,
Well, no.
because heat does rise in July. But in the winter, it's almost counterintuitive that our upstairs is cooler than the rest of the house. Malcolm's room, we actually have a heater in there because his floor is cold.
Okay.
But yeah, so. But yeah, no, that's my morning.
Well, your morning's very different than mine.
So we had 2 winners of the bingo last week.
We did. So congratulations to Diane Plamondon and Tracy Blackmore for each winning $500.
That's great.
That's always fun.
Our next bingo is Tuesday, January 28th at 6:30 p.m. Thank you to our sponsor, McGizzy Gas. And you can buy your cards there. You can also buy them at the Lakeview, Stop 102, IGA, Crevier, Uniprix, Rose Company, Dandies, Esso with Miss Joyce Pigeon, Lisa Maury, and here at the TVCTK studio at 1415 Chemin Kippawa. And we also want to thank our show sponsor, Keith Bernard Photography. Thank you for your continued support. And
that's it.
that's it for the week.
That's it for this week. So I wish you a good rest of the week, a great weekend.
Thank
Stay
you.
warm.
Yes, you too.
It's cold. I'll stay warm for sure.
Yep. I'll
So-
put on my extra layers.
And your pantouf. And we have pantouf.
Yep, we've got
Yeah,
beautiful
yeah.
pontiffs.
All right, everyone. Have a great week. And thank you for
Hey.
coming again.
Always. Have a great week, everyone.
Bye-bye.